Remember those days when your high on mood swings and irritability is at its peak. Bloating, pain, tenderness all seems to strike at once. Yes, you got it right. We are referring to the infamous PMS. Today, Dr. Charushila Sabne, Senior Consultant Gynecologist at Sayagri Hospital, is here with us to shed some light on premenstrual syndrome, other menstrual disorders, and menopausal effects. Welcome, Dr. Sabne.
Hello.
In your practice, you must be coming across several females who constantly suffer with this premenstrual syndrome.
Yeah.
Please give a word of advice for them.
Premenstrual syndrome or PMS are the group of symptoms a woman experiences 10 to 15 days before the onset of periods. It includes various symptoms like pain in lower abdomen, leg pains or leg cramps, even tenderness or heaviness in the breasts, and stomach disturbances in the form of bloatedness, loose motions, vomiting, and even digestive problems. These they appear 10 to 15 days before onset of the periods, and many of the time they disappear once the periods are over. They are mainly because of high levels of progesterone found in the body.
Menorrhagia and abnormal bleeding are other forms of menstrual disorders. Tell us something about them.
Menorrhagia is heavy bleeding during periods or during menstruation. It is mainly related with other conditions like fibroid, pelvic infection, and endometriosis. So all these kinds of women, they have to be investigated for any reason for menorrhagia, and they can be treated according to the symptoms and severity of the symptoms and the underlying medical illness.
Menopause is another issue that females have to face in their late 40s or 50s, and it comes with a huge baggage of emotional, psychological, and physical challenges.
Between the age group of 45 to 55, women stop getting their menstrual periods, and this is known as menopause. The mean age of menopause is 47 years, but it may vary between 45 to 55 years of age. Many physical and emotional symptoms are related with this menopause. Physical symptoms may be in the form of hot flushes, then excessive perspirations, palpitations, and emotional symptoms are in the form of mood swings, depressions, irritability, or restlessness. Not all women they suffer from these symptoms, but there are many women who suffer from these symptoms, and these women can be treated according to their severity and the type of symptoms.
Right. So these postmenopausal women, they also become prone to several other diseases. What all are these?
Okay. In menopause, there are low levels of estrogen in the body, and because of low levels of estrogen, the women suffer from various health problems in the form of vaginal dryness, excessive micturition or frequency of micturition, and also painful intercourse. Estrogen have a protective action against heart and bones. So in postmenopausal women, there are low levels of estrogen, so these women are more prone for ischemic heart disease and osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is a condition where brittleness of the bone increases and there are more chances of fracture of bones.
Okay, so Dr. Sabne, on reaching menopause, what extra care these women should take in terms of supplement, diet, screening tests, what all?
Yeah, already just now we have seen the various problems which these postmenopausal women they may come across. So they need definitely some supplementation and diet, and extra care has to be taken during menopause.
Okay.
What we advise to these women they can have a planned and balanced diet in which we advise them to take at least a cup of milk in a day. They can have a fruit per day. A moderate amount of exercise is also advised in these women. As these women they are above the age of 50, brisk walking is the best exercise for these women. 25 to 30 minutes per day walking for 4 to 5 days in a week is sufficient exercise for these women. Then calcium supplementation is advised in these women to prevent osteoporosis, as well as vitamins and mineral supplementation is also advised to keep their health. And most important is to lead a stress-free life so that relaxing techniques can be taught to these women in the form of yoga and pranayam. Preventive health checkup are very important in this age group because these women by their age they are prone for having various medical illnesses like diabetes, hypertension, even cancers are more common in this age group. So early detection of cancer or medical illness by a preventive health checkup is very important for these women.
Okay. So what all preventive tests they can undergo?
Generally, we advise routine tests like routine blood tests like hemogram to detect anemia, then blood sugar level for diabetes, then serum creatinine level for renal function test. A lipid profile is also advised in these women to know the cholesterol level, which increases the chances of ischemic heart disease. Then specific tests are advised in women like sonography who are having history of menstrual irregularities. And other tests they include a pap smear test, which is a screening test for early detection of cervical cancer. These women can undergo pap test every 3 years, but if a woman gives a positive history of cervical cancer in one of her near relatives, then these pap smear tests can be repeated more frequently. In women, mammography and sonomammography is also advised for early detection of cancer of breast.
Dr. Sabne, I'm sure all our female viewers are going to be benefited with the information that you have shared with us today. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.